Hello everybody, sorry for the delay. I know I'm about 10 or so minutes late. I was just finishing up walking my dog, so that took a little bit longer than I thought. I thought I could fit in a quick walk for the evening before I could come on the stream. Obviously it was a little bit late. But yeah, here we are. Andy Bogard, the first DLC character for Fatal Fury City the Wolves, is now in the game. I've played around with him for a little bit earlier today. He's pretty fun. I think he's going to be a pretty good addition to the game. He's still pretty much Andy, a character I've never like super been into, but I've always thought he was okay. But I think this is a pretty fun version of him from the bits I've played. But yeah, I'll just let the stream run for a bit, wait for people to come in. I've just uploaded a link on Twitter to the stream so people there can come in. I'll check the sound levels on my end just to make sure everything sounds good. So yeah. We'll start in a little bit. Okay, we'll probably start in a minute. I just need to do one thing quickly on this. Yeah, to be honest, I actually quite agree with that take. I think in most other things, Andy would be, you know, the main character. But yeah, I think that's always been the shame with him, is that he's always been. I want to delete you. No, I don't want to. Well, how do I delete? Can you not delete these? I've just realised. Can you really not delete these? Huh. That's weird. I'll just have to use that slot to make another color edit later. Yeah, I always feel like Andy just kind of just falls by the wayside a bit. I mean, he's kind of relevant in Fatal Fury 1, and then he really just falls to the side from Fatal Fury 2 onwards. Like, obviously, you know, he has the stuff with Mine too, which helps, but like main plot relevance wise, like he just absolutely just vanishes. You know, it's always been a shame. Like, I feel like he could have / should have been a bit more involved in the stuff that went on with Geese. So I think it's a bit of a shame that they didn't do that. So yeah, it is what it is. But I think Andy's okay. I don't know if I'd say he's cool. I think he's cool in this game, but just the way he looks and plays and all that. But yeah, like even in KOF, obviously because KOF just has so many characters, like he even falls even further, you know, to the side. So he's always kind of have a bit of a rough deal, Andy. But it's cool. It's cool he's in the game. Could he have been in the game from the start? Yeah, probably. But I think it also makes sense as DLC is a kind of a big kind of like, oh, you know, come back to get Andy kind of thing. So, well, I'll just start his story mode and then go from there.
Since the fall of Geese, the city of Southtown has never been the same. Its people have grown complacent, and once fearsome warriors roam the streets like stray dogs. And though his legacy remains here in my keeping, it does so with no heir apparent. If there are any left in Southtown with fangs that bite, with claws that tear, with the ruthlessness and undying spirit of a true warrior, come to King of Fighters. Who will inherit the legacy of the fallen emperor? Let the last wolves of this city determine that for themselves. Stroheim. Andy Bogard was a master of Shiranui ninjutsu. Alongside his brother Terry and their friend Joe Higashi, he had vanquished Geese Howard, his father's killer. The fateful tragedy avenged at last, Andy had but one challenge left to overcome. That challenge was Terry Bogard, his brother. In his battle with Geese, Andy sustained a chest wound that time simply would not heal. Many moons passed, and his prime felt distant. Driven by years of frustration, Andy pulls himself together and sets out to join the King of Fighters tournament.
Yeah, so I just want to get out of the way before I start it again. Yeah, I totally agree about Andy kind of being, you know, the last 30 years is pretty much him just being kind of something for Mai to chase after. Yeah, it's a shame. You know, they could have done more with him, I think, but, you know, there's nothing you can really do about it now. That's just his character. About the other thing, yeah, Stroheim. One of the sad things about this game, and I think I mentioned it in my review I did a couple months ago when this came out. A sad thing, well, not sad thing, but frustrating, I guess we'll use the word, thing about this game is the story as it is at the moment is very fragmented. There's a lot of things and plot lines and just characters that are involved in the story that you just don't see or hear from because they're probably not in the game yet. Like a big one and more of an obvious one is Mr. Big. Like his side of the story, like why he's involved in what's going on, is just not a thing in the moment in the game. Like it's just not mentioned at all. More than likely because that's going to be a thing that like comes up when he, you know, is playable next year. The other one that stands out to me is Stroheim because like obviously a Stroheim is the host of the tournament. You know, just judging by the intro there, which is the same. You know, every character has that intro. Oh, shocked that didn't kill. Yeah, every character has that intro with the guy talking. And it says Stroheim at the end. The current theory, and this is based off data mines as well, but what a current theory is that judging off the data mines, I mean, there's probably going to be 2 new characters added to the game as DLC, one in Season 2, one in Season 3. And the one in Season 2 is probably going to be Gao, which is Gato and Hotaru's dad, who shows up in their story stuff. The other one in Season 3 is probably going to be a character called either Franz or Stroheim, or both Franz Stroheim. Because I believe Kine mentions a character in some of his cutscenes that said, like he talks about a criminal rival called Franz. And something about that, he talks about a character, and there's like that never gets brought up again. Like there's no Franz shows up, nobody is addressed as Franz. There's no other character really in the game that's unnamed that like this could be Franz. Like so that's like a pretty big loose end. So I believe the current theory at the moment is that the other new character that's going to be in Season 3 is Franz Stroheim, who is going to be probably the son of Wolfgang Krause von Stroheim, who's also in the data mines. Yeah, that's the theory, is that he's the host, Franz Stroheim is the host, and that he'll be DLC in Season 3. That's the current theory. I think a lot of people are going with it at the moment. And yeah, that's just the other thing where it's just like, yeah, it's just like the host of the tournament just isn't really a thing. He's not involved in the plot at all yet, probably because, you know, he's not in the game yet. So it's just very weird how they've done it. I think, like I get it, but it's that thing where it's like it's really messy trying to piece it. Like there's enough there to get the gist of the story, but it's just the fact that like there's a lot more that should be there, but it just isn't because the characters that I needed to tell that side of the story aren't in the game yet. It's very odd. I've never really seen anything like it in a fighting game. But I think by the time all the DLC for this game is done, or at least the ones that are data mined have come out, I think this game's story will be pretty good. But at the moment, it's just so fragmented. Yeah, that was the other thing as well. KO15 really just like did a poor job explaining the hosts or anything like that. Like I think it was a woman. I think who was linked to Antonov in some way, and then it just didn't matter. I can't even remember her name. She's just so inconsequential. Like, why is she hosting a tournament? What does she look like? Nothing like that. Don't get anything. It's like, the hosts of the tournament are always like a really cool thing. Like, oh, who's hosting it this time? Like, major characters have hosted it in the past. Like, obviously in Fatal Fury, so Geese is a big one. But, like, even in KOF, like Rugal. I'm trying to think of others now off the top of my head. Like Chrysalid, Ignis, like Zero. Like, so many characters have hosted it in the past. Rose Bernstein. Stuff like that, and like it's just the last two SNK games have just kind of completely glossed over their tournament hosts, which I think is a shame. I'm very pissed about Gado's story. It's literally the South Park joke about everyone taking. It's supposed to be down breaking up. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I think they've done the story like it is on purpose, because I very much get the feeling from this game and from SNK general that like they don't really know when or even if they'll ever get the chance to do another Fatal Fury game, which the way things have gone with this game, just based off the info we have and the data we have to kind of gauge the success of the game, like if it's probably true, like this game's probably... I'd be very surprised if we get another Fatal Fury game within the next like 10 to 15, maybe even 20 years. So in that sense, I don't blame them for just kind of like wrapping things up. I think the last thing they want is a Shenmue type thing where it's like you finally, after all these years, you finally get to make a follow-up to this game, this long-awaited sequel. And then you kind of just piss about with the story still, because it's like, oh no, like this game isn't important, like this game in the grand scheme of things wasn't important, but the next game and the game after that, those are the important ones. And it's like, well, you had your chance to get people invested and you kind of just pissed it away by just not doing anything, so we don't care anymore. And now Shenmue 4 probably isn't going to happen. So I think they wanted to avoid something like that, and in terms of like, oh hey, we'll do this storyline and like all these like loose threads from like Garo and other Fatal Fury games, we'll leave them open and like do them in the next game, and it's like there's no guarantee you'll even get to the next game, So in that sense, I get why they just kind of wrapped everything up, because it's just better safe than sorry, because like I mean, even before then, it was kind of like up in the air if there would even be another Fatal Fury game after this. Now it's even in a worse state. I need to stop talking and concentrate.
on a second. Are you Joe's student? Sorry. I figured anybody studying with him would have been more obnoxious.
I've never been like a massive Joe fan, but I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing him in this game. I think it's going to be quite fun. I kind of wish his design was a bit more drastic. Because it's such, oh, for fuck's sake. I knew we were going to fight this guy. I always get him when I do arcades. Preacher, I think, is fine. Like, I think Preacher's quite a good character. I don't really know what else he really could have done with her, maybe. I think she's pretty fun. She feels, I don't know if I'd say complete, but, like, I think, all things considered, they did a good job with her. Vox, I definitely think, could have been better. I think the thing that kind of irks me about Vox is, I just really didn't like that. Is that perfect? Oh, nice, perfect. Fuck you, Ganachi. I really just didn't like that, like, kind of to the plot. Oops, sorry, that's my alarm. I didn't like that, like, two of the plot, so two of the loose ends from Mark of the Wolves, which was, like, who beat T-Zoc before, like, a couple years before the game, and who was the gym buster that took Marco's dojo sign. Like, the fact they just made both of those Vox, I think it was just so, I don't know if I'd say lazy, but, like, it just was like, oh, you know, fuck it, it was Vox. Like, there was no other, like, thought put into it beyond that. It was just like, oh shit, like, who have we got who can do it? Oh, well, you know, obviously just based off the data mines, like, we're not doing Yamazaki in this game. Like, you know, fuck it, just make it. So, you know, because I think that was the theory for a long time. I actually thought it was, like, confirmed that, I actually thought it was confirmed that, Yamazaki was the gym buster from, Marco's ending in Mark of the Wolves. But no, apparently no, that wasn't the case. That was just a theory, I guess. So yeah, and just stuff about Vox in general. Like, I don't love his design, in all honesty. Like, it's okay, but it's just not my favorite.
Well, here we are. You and me in the finals. I should have expected no less from you.
Hey, Andy. I heard that you've got a bonus match scheduled for after the finals. Is that true?
It is. I have a showdown with Terry waiting for me.
I see. Hey, could I convince you to consider calling it off?
What makes you say that?
Because I know the truth. The truth about the wound you got from Geese.
Oh wow, they're actually referenced to
It
this.
still hurts, doesn't it? I understand, Andy.
Interesting.
Terry is special to you. He's your brother. But if you push yourself too hard, you might not survive it.
Very interesting that they brought back the wound he got in, I think, Fatal Fury 3.
But sadly, my mind's made up.
I see. Very well then. In that case, you're just going to have to beat me first.
I'm sorry. Seems like all I've ever done is make you worry about me, haven't I? But if I were to stop here, I just know I'd regret it for the rest of my life. Let's settle this. You and me, no holds barred. Then, on to the next battle.
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back on the video I did on Fatal Fury 3 / Real Bout. Because I know Andy's wound he got in Real Bout is part of the story. Sorry, the wound that he gets in Fatal Fury 3, I'm pretty sure is a part of his backstory in Real Bout. I can't remember if I like said Geese did it, because I remember hearing that Geese did it, but I can't remember if I fit it into the story or not.
I'm sorry, Mother.
Because I know obviously Terry's kind of the main one that fights Geese at the top of Geese Tower when it burns down. I can't remember if I'll have to watch that video back and see if I like what I said about it, because I actually can't remember. That's really cool that they actually brought that back. Like that's a little detail from like a game ages ago.
All right, Mai. It's time for me to get going.
It is what it is, I guess. Please, just don't overdo it, okay?
You got it. Well then, I'm off.
You know, I just caught myself reminiscing about the old times. When Dad started teaching the two of us martial arts. You deciding to go to Japan?
Oh, nice. Enjoy. He's really good. Actually quite like Andy. Don't think I'll main him, but I think he's a decent character.
And now, the time's finally come for us to face off. Man to man.
I always knew this day would come. And just for today, let's set brotherhood aside. I'm here as the martial artist Andy Bogard. And standing before me is my opponent, Terry Bogard. A fighter like no other. A fighter I've always looked up to. So, do me the honor of not holding back, won't you? I'll do the same. Give me everything you've got!
We promised we'd get around to this after we dealt with Geese. But it's kind of been on the back burner, yes. Mai said something about a chest injury. You sure you're good?
Of course I am. All right, Terry. Bring it on!
Okay. Let's do this, Andy.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPD.
Shit. Nice.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Will this kill? Probably not. I'm gonna guess no. Holy shit, nice. I forgot how much damage they do. That was really clutch.
Terry, this means everything to me!
Yeah, you got it.
Oh,
Think more
nice.
freely, try things out, see what sticks. Your potential is limitless. I'd hate for you to stop growing just because I put you in a particular spot.
Right, you got it, Dad.
What's on your mind, Andy?
I don't think I can grow up as big as Terry. I'm afraid I'm gonna let you down.
Come on now. It's not all about getting big and strong. It's about passion and spirit. If you keep your heart all tiny and closed up, then there's not going to be any room for those feelings to grow. Your spirit can't get any bigger. You get what I'm saying, don't you, son?
Tiny and closed up?
See, when a man has an indomitable will, and a heart that's big enough to take on anything the world throws at him, well, that's the kind of guy who looks a hell of a lot bigger than he actually is. So trust me, don't worry about all that physical stuff. At the end of the day, it's your heart that matters the most.
Yeah, okay. I'll try, I guess.
It'll be fine, Andy. Just go out there and experience the world for yourself. Spread your wings, and I'm sure you'll figure it out someday.
Yeah. I guess
Oh, nice. It's echoing
Might have
the
overdone
Fatal
it
Fury
a
3
little.
ending.
Damn. Sheesh. I knew you were acting tough. But hey, you won.
Jeez, Terry. You look like you've barely even broken a sweat.
I'm just happy we got to have a good fight. Hey, you remember what Dad used to say?
Yeah, I remember. Live bravely, my
Oh,
son.
live bravely, my sons. Nice.
Yeah, that's it. I always tried to live up to that in my own way.
That was a nice callback.
It's you. You nailed it. You worked yourself down to the bone and never let your body hold you back. You had every excuse to take the easy way out, walk a different path, but you never took the bait. I get that this might be weird coming from me, but hold your head up high. And I mean high. I'm sure that's what Dad would have wanted.
Thank you, Terry.
And besides, I think someone's come all the way here to check up on you.
Yeah, she has. A girl like her is wasted on a guy like me.
That was really nice. I like that. I think that was a good bit of characterization for Andy there. I think it's good to finally have that big confrontation with Terry, and also nice use of the flashback there with Jeff to kind of, I don't know, just help Andy stand out a bit more, you know? Kind of stand on his own, like it said there, you know, hold his head up high on his own. That was really good. Just catch up on the chat, because obviously didn't want to talk while all that was going on. Do you think Jay is going to be in April, or do you think we'll get a Geese free update there instead as in between seasons thing? Yeah, so just going off what they've said, SNK said that they're going to do a new character roughly every 2 months, which so far, like, you know, it's exactly 2 months today since the game came out. So they've been good so far on that. Yeah, I think, so if you do 2 months, then I think Mr. Big should be coming out in like February, at the end of February. So technically Jaehoon could be April if they like immediately go into season 2. I don't know if they will or not. I think it's hard to say, because it just depends. Like I said, it just mainly, I think it just depends on if they go straight into season 2. They may take a break. I think with Geese, obviously I could be completely wrong. I think they're probably gonna announce Geese as a free, you know, boss character thing like they did with Gonitz and Rugal and KO15. I think they're gonna announce that at Evo probably. They're gonna do Ken. Go say, oh, Ken, cool, whatever. Oh, you know, like, see Ken in the game, that'll be exciting. And then I think they'll do like a Geese thing afterwards, like, oh, you know, Geese is coming. Whether or not, I don't think they'll do Geese at the end, because they didn't do Gonitz or Rugal at the end. They kind of just shoved them in the middle, both of them, of that season that they were in. So I think at some point, like maybe between Ken and Joe, like, so if say Ken comes out August, which he should do, and then like Joe should be coming out October. I can see Geese maybe coming out as like a free thing in September, maybe. That's kind of my guess. I think they may do that. I don't know though. That's my guess. Mostly just depends on what they do with Season 2, if they go straight into Season 2 or if there's going to be a gap. They could maybe leave... let's get the credits. Okay. They could leave it until maybe Evo, but like February, like not having anything from February to Evo, like that's a long time. That's like what, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. That's about 6 months of nothing. It's a long time to wait. Like, I know we're kind of like used to that mainly with Street Fighter these days, but you know, they've been pretty adamant about 2 months between each characters. Obviously, that could have just been said about Season 1. I don't know. Maybe we get like Kim Jae-hoon in April and then they leave it for a couple of months. Like, it's like, hey, here's the first character of Season 2. We'll announce the rest of the Season Pass later, and then they announce the rest to Evo or something. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, chain reaction is really good. Also, hello, by the way, Axel Hunter. Sorry, didn't mean to ignore you there. Just talking all about that. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. It just depends on what they do with Season 2. If they go straight into it, which would be great, then you know, I think I could see Geese being shoved between Ken and Joe, like September time, or it could be between Joe and Chun-Li. It depends really. Who do you think will be in Season 2? I fully believe the data mines, to be honest. I see no reason to doubt them. It kind of lines up with stuff that's been said for a while now, to the best of my knowledge. Oh, I mean to play that again. I can't remember the full list off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure the list for the data mine was, you had, I think it was Kim Jae-hoon, it'd be new character, probably Gao, Blue Mary, Duck King, and Rick Stroud, and I think another guest character. I think that was what was data mined. Like, that's could be what Season 2 could be. Now, obviously, it's all subject to change, but I think that's pretty likely to be Season 2. Maybe not in that order. But yeah. Because it's weird, because I remember I did a big Reddit post about it. I'm going to have to try and find it. Just looking on Reddit. Right, found it. Yeah, so I think Season 2, because in the data mine files they've got Season 1. The way they're listed in the files in the game were like the order that they're actually releasing in. So they've got Andy, Ken, Joe, Chun-Li, and then Mr. Big, like in that specific order. And then they have like a bunch of characters after that in also a certain order. So I think the assumption is that like that order is also going to be the order of how they do Seasons 2 and 3. So based on this, if this is how it goes, obviously, you know, things subject to change. The first character should be Kim Jae-hoon. Then it should be a guest character. Then Gao, Gato and Hotaru's dad. Then it should be Duck King. Then Blue Mary. Then the last character should be Rick Stroud. I think that makes sense. I think it's been pretty well established at this point, based on the files and stuff like that, that Kim Jae-hoon was supposed to be in the base roster but got pushed aside, likely for Ronaldo, which sucks, but, you know, well, nothing we can do about it at this point. So maybe they could do like a Kim Jae-hoon in April, and then they could like leave things for a couple months until they show off a guest character at Evo. maybe they could do that. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I think it's interesting to see how it goes. Yeah, I think Rick Stroud's definitely a character I want to see. I've never been like the biggest fan of him. I don't hate him or anything. I get like he's definitely a cool looking character, but like the love he gets is like it's always kind of like passed me a bit. I just don't really fully get it. But I think he's a cool character. And I definitely think he deserves to be in the game. So I think that'll be, you know, exciting to see him back. Hopefully, if you know all the data mine stuff pans out. Well, it's weird. I find. I honestly would love to know like what actually happened, like what, like just to see how this roster changed from like what it originally was to what it ended up being. Because like you had Andy and Joe in that one poster at Evo, and then like you just never saw anything from them again. Not at Evo. Was it at Evo? I can't remember. But there was a poster with Terry, Andy, and Joe on it, and then like there was just nothing for ages. Yeah, Krause is rumored for season 3. He was in the data mine, and he's just. I've got season 3. So yeah, so season 2. Obviously, this is all subject to change. Don't take this, you know, as any form of confirmation. But season 2 is likely Kim Jae-hoon, a guest character, Gao, Duck King, Blue Mary, and Rick Stroud. And then season 3 is also possibly a guest character, possibly a new character called Franz von Stroheim, who's likely the son of Wolfgang Krause von Stroheim. Then it's Wolfgang Krause von Stroheim. Then it's Alfred. Then it's Ryo Sakazaki. Then it's Kasumi Todo. Which I think is a fantastic lineup. Like, it's that thing. It's like, obviously, I like the first season of this game. I think it's a very solid lineup. I'm much more interested in season 2 and 3's lineup, because like obviously Kim Jae-hoon's the character I wanted in this game the most. Ducking, Blue Mary, and Rick Stroud are like massive fan favorites. They'll really be exciting to see in the game. And then you get season 3, and like Krauser coming back is going to be awesome. Alfred is a super underrated pick in my opinion. I really like Alfred a lot. I never thought he'd ever come back though, so you know, him possibly being back in the game is really, really cool. And obviously Ryo and Kasumi are probably 2 of your best art of fighting picks. Really, really cool characters. I just hope it all pans out. Like, I know the game hasn't done well supposedly, but they did promise that they were going to do like up to 3 seasons. Like, they've planned up to 3 seasons, they said, I think. But like, I think they said like anything beyond that was kind of depending on how well the game did, which I think is pretty much not going to happen now. I very much don't think we're going to get a season 4 or 5 or whatever, but I think, you know, I definitely keep my fingers crossed, because I really like this game. I think this is a really good game. It's just a shame that, you know, it's been bogged down by so much shit, you know, behind the scenes and all that. You know, I really hope, I mean, obviously I hope we get at least season 2, because like this game not having Kim Jae-hoon, Blue Mary, Duck King, I think would be a tragedy. I think it'd be so shit if those 3 characters don't get added to the game. And obviously I really want season 3 as well, because there's a lot of really cool characters in there. So, you know, just got to keep faith that, you know, SNK are gonna at the very least do these, you know, do 3 seasons, and then yeah, I think beyond that I'm not optimistic about the game getting like a 4th season or whatever. I think that ship sailed a long time ago. Yeah. Guest character's cool. Yeah, the big thing there is obviously if it's another real life guest, then like fucking like, oh, that'd be so bad. I'm hoping it's another fighting game character, or like another character that's like from a video game. Like, I'm fine with video game characters as guests. I didn't used to be, but like Ganachi and Ronaldo have kind of been like, you know what, maybe if, you know, maybe like Noctis in Tekken wasn't so bad, you know. Still think Negan in Tekken was stupid, but that's neither here nor there really. And yeah, to be honest, I do think if this game had launched with season 1 included, like still had Ronaldo and Ganachi, but had season 1 in it as well, I think that would have made, you know, those 2 kind of hurt a lot less if you had like, you know, Andy, Joe, and all that in the game as well. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we'll at least, I think we'll definitely get at least season 2. Like I think even if the game has done as badly as everybody thinks it has, I think just the money they've got funded into this game from, you know, their parent company and all that, I think that at least guarantees at least one more season. But like, just judging by the like, at least judging by the data mine, like, they're at least working on like a lot more characters. I think anything else after that was depending on how well the game did, which obviously, like I said, it's just not going to happen now probably. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of open, to be honest, because like, obviously there's other characters I would like to see in the game. But hang on, this is new. You'll earn EXP even while playing outside of EOST mode. This additional EXP can then be spent on whichever character you prefer. The EXP that you accumulate can be freely spent on leveling characters up, while any EXP you use will be permanently consumed. Don't fret, you can always earn more EXP by playing other modes too. Press X to allocate the XP. If you change your mind, press circle to close. Okay. So how much? Oh, that like barely gives Don Juan anything because he's almost max level. But if I was to give that to... Oh, I can't give it to Andy because I haven't started. Yeah, shit, I didn't mean to back out. Yeah, I think... so I'm just looking at the comment that says, I want a video game character that isn't from a fighting game or an anime character. I think... I definitely agree with that, but my kind of thing is, I guess you could kind of count it as an anime character. I mean, sorry. My fear with that is, like, once you kind of start going like, oh, I hope we don't get a fighting game character as a guest, my immediate fear is that we get fucking 2B. Because that's a character I'm beyond sick of seeing show up in different fighting games. Oh, it's because I'm in Plus, that's why. Yeah, no wonder that wasn't working. Oh wow, that really does a lot. I'll save it for now. I'm also going to use my Shadow Andy colour that I made earlier and posted a clip of on Twitter. Andy Bogard lets out a tremendous sigh, loud enough that anyone nearby would be sure to hear it. Concern is written all over the face of the younger brother of Terry Bogard, the legendary Hungry Wolf. His biggest worry at the moment is Hokutomaru, his beloved protege. As it so happens, Hokutomaru is currently living in Southtown all on his own. Since moving, he hardly writes or calls, and when he does write, he doesn't even send a photo. Thus, Andy has been left to imagine just how his pupil has grown in the big city, ideally healthily and happily. While no news can be good news, he can't help but worry over the boy he's looked after and trained for so long. In his rare letters to his master, Hokutomaru has insisted he's doing just fine living on his own. Yet Andy still wonders if he isn't overexerting himself. Is he eating properly too? The list goes on. I love Dad Andy. That's so cute. Just thinking won't get me anywhere. Time to head to Southtown and spy on, see what's going on. Oh, that's cool. Oh wow, even more backstory, childhood stuff. And so Andy finds himself back in Southtown after some time. The first thing his eyes settle on is a park. Oh, I remember this place. He closes his eyes and is immediately transported back into the past, his memories of what transpired still fresh. Grr, arf, arf. Ah, Terry, help me. Get the dog away, he bit me. Terry rushes over to his crying younger brother's side. Andy, are you okay? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'll shoo them off. I love the idea. The idea popped in my head there of like 9-year-old Terry saying, are you okay? Like adult Terry, like just being a kid but having the voice of adult Terry. I don't know why that just tickled me there. I was just thinking about that. I'll shoo them off. Go on, get out of here, you mutt. Leave my brother alone. Terry glares at the dog. Though it initially returns the favour in a silent standoff, the boy's assertive dominance is enough to make it back right up. Grrr. With one last growl, the dog takes off, leaving the two boys. I will say, that's an adorable looking dog. It's okay, Andy, you're safe now. Where did it bite you? Are you hurt? Wow, I hate dogs. I actually don't remember this story, this thing about Andy disliking dogs. I don't know why, I just don't recall that at all. Indeed, this is the park where Andy got bitten, although in hindsight it was such a small dog and such a gentle nip. But at that tender age, the incident became a source of trauma, after which he came to detest dogs. So much so that when he signed up for KOF, he even wrote it down in his profile. That must be a thing from like his bio in KOF in Fatal Fury 1 that I just completely missed. It can hardly be called a coincidence that he finds himself recalling the encounter now. In fact, it may well be fate. As luck would have it, there's a dog now sitting in front of them. Hang on, I'm just going to take my headphones off quickly. Because I don't need to listen to dialogue now, so I can let my ears breathe for a bit. Oh. Sigh, do you really have to be here? The dog doesn't seem to mind Andy's perturbed expression, its tail wagging away enthusiastically. The last thing I need is this thing following me around. Andy trudges back in the direction he came. Sensing a presence still behind him, he turns around. Sure enough, the dog is following his every move from a distance. He tries quickening his pace. The dog keeps up without much struggle. Sighing deeply, Andy begins to zigzag this way and that in an attempt to shake his furry pursuer. Sorry, my brain kind of melted for a second there. Right, so basically, my tactic is to essentially just speed run episodes of Southtown, because I'm not doing the whole thing, because it'd take me like 2 hours. 2-3 hours probably, so my first order of business is to basically do the Golden Guide challenge in every zone to get XP, then just do all the main story missions. So sometimes it takes a short time, sometimes it takes an hour in and of itself. So oh, come on, there we go. Cool.
All right, I'm ready.
So unfortunately, this is the part of the stream where it probably gets boring. Sick.
Player 2 win. Looking. Final round. Get ready. Fight.
No, wow, nice. Honestly, I got very lucky there. I'm not going to get that lucky again tonight.
Even greater strength awaits me.
Oh yeah, this game has a ton of stuff reused. I don't mind it too much, because it's like, you know, I would rather they reuse stuff from previous games to help bulk out the mode than like have the mode have less to it, but they also don't. I don't know. I think I just feel some people really just. This isn't a dig against the person who said this in the first place, but like, I don't know. I don't think asset reuse is that bad. I feel like people just kind of like not over. I think they over dramatize just like, oh, it's this thing, oh, you can't do it, and it's like, I don't know. Like, if you got the stuff there and it just makes it easier, and it's like developers have to crunch less, and you just get more stuff in the game. Like, I think the best example I can think of in terms of like a game or game series that does asset use really well is the Like a Dragon games. I mean, by all means, like, you know, they should use that. They should use Kamurocho like in every game. Like, why not? You've got the assets. Just go for it. I think sometimes when it's really blatant, I can totally get why it's, you know, not great.
All right,
I'm
ready.
But I think if you hide it well enough, I think it's fine. Like, obviously KOF 15 had a lot of asset reuse from KOF 14, but like, I didn't think that was a bad thing. I think the only thing that was probably like bad about it was that they didn't use more asset reuse to make the roster bigger. Because there was a lot of like KOF 14 characters that had missed that game that I would have liked to have seen back. Like, I really wish like Team South America and, you know, other characters like Mian came back, and like Oswald and all that. Like, I kind of wish they used a lot more characters like Kensu as well. So I think it's a shame Kensu wasn't in the game. What are you doing? Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, I didn't think you were like shitting on the idea of asset reuse. It just sparked the thing in my head in general. Like I've thought about this topic before, of like, oh, does it actually tell you how many opponents are left now? That's new, because I had to. Yeah, that's new, because I used to have when I did the EOST for the base roster. I had to guess like when I could like, oh, is this the last character or not, so I can like use my like level whatever suit, like my max supers. I had to just guess, and sometimes I was right, sometimes I was wrong. I had to like, oh, like how many characters were left in this fight? That's cool. That's a really good addition. I like that they've added that. But yeah, anyway, yeah, back to the asset reuse thing. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. Like, I think if you do it smart enough, I think it's completely justifiable. No matter where he tries to go, parks, train stations, the harbour, the dog happily keeps perfect pace with Andy. An early summer breeze sweeps by, and rather than soothing Andy, it only makes him keenly aware of how much he's begun to sweat. Now I get where the word doggedly comes from. Andy takes a seat at a nearby bench. Following his lead, the dog also sits down at a distance. Its tail wags back and forth as it stares straight at him. Man, can't you go somewhere else already? Seriously. Try as he might to mentally plead with the dog without making eye contact, his new companion is unfortunately no mind reader. If anything, the dog only proceeds to wag its tail even harder. Looking anywhere but its beady eyes, Andy begins to observe it from afar. Physically, it doesn't appear to be malnourished, nor does its coat look to be in bad shape. This must be somebody's dog. Well, it's not like your owner is going to show up if I just sit and wait. Guess you've left me with no choice. The dog looks at Andy quizzically as he begins to stand back up. Let's go find your home, little guy. The two head towards a calm, upscale residential neighbourhood lined elegantly with flawless houses. As they make their way through the area, a voice suddenly addresses them. Hey buddy, you mind stopping and having a chat? Oh, these fucking guys. Huh? What do you guys want? You got business with me? Business? Yeah, we've got business with you. You'd know better than anyone. The men in suits brandish knives and begin to rush straight toward Andy. Hey, get back, you might get hurt. I also remembered, yeah, I need to put some of these on. I do special boost. I'll do that one for now. That is equipped, yeah, that's equipped.
Are you ready? Then let's have some fun.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. Punch. Round two. Get ready. Fight. No way. Wins. Round three. Get ready. Fight. Wins.
Even greater strength awaits me.
Andy's Hisoken sends the men in suits flying, one after the other. Ugh, you'll pay for that. The assailants totter away after spewing one last threat. Phew, just who were those guys? Why would anyone have a grudge against me right now? Not like I've caused any trouble since getting back to Southtown. Well, whoever they are, they don't look like they're up from this. They don't look like they're from this part of town. That's for sure. Arf. Whoa! Hey, can we stop with the sudden barking? The dog's barking gets more insistent as it circles around him. Suddenly, Andy remembers something. A dog that Terry once brought in long ago acted the same way. I get it. Are you telling me you're hungry? Judging by the dog running in circles as it barks even more loudly, Andy's intuition is correct. Okay, I'll buy you some food. Let's see what's in town. As the two walk around in search of dog food, a fancy looking restaurant comes into view. It's that famous restaurant, L'Amour, right? Oh, nice. You can tell it's high society types just by looking at it. Safe to assume they wouldn't let a guy in these rags in. Andy lets out a wry laugh as he looks down at his own training outfit. What, you're saying you agree with me, you mangy mutt? I remember hearing talking back in the day about L'Amour having a real strong bodyguard. Wouldn't mind taking a crack at them myself someday. Huh? Right then, a group of men emerge from the entrance to the restaurant. Even from afar, Andy can tell they're an unsavoury bunch. What's their deal? Those goons don't look like customers to me. I'm going to... No, that's not the wrong one. I'm going to get rid of you actually and do a health boost instead. One of the men spots Andy and proceeds to whisper to his companions while looking slightly shocked. Sensing something suspicious about them, Andy keeps them in his sights. If something happens here that could cause trouble for Hokutomaru, maybe I should pull back for now. He starts to turn his back and walk away from the scene, only to be promptly interrupted. Would you look at that, boys? Try that again. Looks like we struck gold. Sure does. Hey, you there. Hand that thing over, will you? What are you talking about? Huh? You trying to play dumb with me, pal? I'm talking about that thing running around your feet. Taking that to mean the dog standing beside him, Andy springs into action, striking the man in front of him with the heel of his palm. Ugh. Damn you bastard. Do you realise what you just did? Look, I didn't come here to have a fight, but... Andy takes a deep breath and readies himself as the man approaches.
Alright, I'm ready.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Oh yeah, I've got to quit out and change the SPG thing, don't I? Damn it.
Must be a master worthy of my pupil.
You're a monster. The man flops face first onto the ground with a pronounced thud. Andy simply watches, his expression indifferent. Picking a fight here of all places? Just what exactly is going on? Certainly, Southtown has always been a rough and tumble city, but Andy had always felt its ruffians upheld a certain code of ethics, or at least he thought they did back when he lived here. Whether the then head honcho Geese Howard enforced that code, or was it just Andy's own conclusion, he wouldn't know. At the very least, I doubt these guys are Geese's, or rather Billy's thugs. The dog's sudden barking snaps Andy back into reality. He puts aside his thoughts to look in the direction the dog is facing. He sees a lone man walking toward him with a slow, leisurely gait, who then stops in front of him. Who are you? What do you want? I was hoping you could come with me, if that's not too much to ask. Though the man's demeanour is loose and his smile soft, Andy senses deep malice radiating from him. I take it I don't have much of a choice in the matter, do I? Here we are. The man gestures gracefully above him toward the entrance to a building, grin never leaving his face. Near the entrance is a row of massive motorcycles. A gaudy neon sign with the establishment's name flickers on the wall. It's an old bar, and a dubious looking one at that. Can't say I'd ever venture inside a place like this on my own. Despite feeling like a fish out of water, Andy nevertheless steps into the bar. Sitting at the counter is a man who appears to be the leader of the ruffians from earlier. Bingo, you're the man I wanted to see, if mostly because of your companion. As the man gets up from his seat and approaches Andy, the bright lights in the bar clearly illuminate his face. He doesn't look like anyone I know. I wonder who this is going to be. Vox, maybe? Yeah, I knew it. Honestly, I feel like with this game, it's like if there's anybody that's like, okay, we need to have like a kind of somewhat evil guy, you know, have a fight. They just use Vox. You can call me Vox. No need to be so on guard. I'm not going to do anything to you, alright? My business is with that little pooch you got with you. Who are you? You don't seem like one of Billy's lackeys. No, I suppose I'm not. Now, I hate to ask a favour of you so soon after meeting, but I need you to take a nap for me. Without saying another word, Vox closes in on Andy with a swiftness belying his calm tone. In that moment, Andy's years of fighting experience kick in. Before he even thinks, he's already jumping backward. He's fast. Not bad, better than I expected. Maybe I should kick things up a notch. Go ahead and try it. Andy raises both fists in front of him, thrusting them forward as Vox once again comes charging.
Are you ready? Then let's have some fun.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Round two. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
That Street Fighter 6 tech is working quite well there. Oh wow, I'm surprised I did.
Even greater strength awaits me.
I was careless. Andy's final blow drops Vox to his knees with a thud. As Andy catches his breath, a shadow rushes past him and up to Vox. It's none other than the dog. What? Don't expect me to give you anything. What's your deal? You making fun of me for losing? Ah, this freaking dog. Screw my orders. Come on, you want some of this? Vox presses his hands to the floor, wobbling as he stands himself back up. The dog responds by lowering its shoulders, ears pricked forward as it adopts an aggressive stance and begins to growl lowly. Sensing a fight brewing between the two, Andy calls over to the dog in a loud voice. No, come here now. The dog's ears twitch at Andy's voice. The next moment, Andy begins to dash towards the entrance to the bar. Despite its clear disdain for Vox, the dog obediently follows after Andy. What am I doing? Letting myself get provoked by a damn dog. Well, better check in with the boss. Vox takes out his cell phone and does just that, back to his usual calm tone as he begins to speak. Cool. First zone done. Now we move on to second south. After running quite some distance away from the bar, Andy realises he's reached second south. Phew, this must be the yacht harbour. The atmosphere along the docks is calm and relaxed as the delicious scent of seafood wafts through the air, keenly reminding him of his empty stomach. His furry companion sniffs around and detects the same appetizing aroma. The dog begins to quickly circle around and around Andy, as if urging him to check it out. Hey, settle down. Maybe you're right. Hard not to feel hungry when something smells that good. I could certainly use a bite to eat right about now. Tell you what, I'll buy some food for you too, and then... Before he can finish his sentence, a thought suddenly flashes across his mind. Hold on, this is somebody's dog. Is it alright for me to be feeding this thing on my own? What if it has some sort of allergy? Ever the serious-minded one, he realises he should treat a stranger's dog with care, lest something terrible happen to it under his watch. Andy glances back at the dog sitting at a distance, staring at him expectantly with bright eyes. Sorry buddy, I need you to be patient. I will be too. The dog lets out a sudden high-pitched yelp. When Andy looks again, he sees an unfamiliar woman who is now clutching the animal in her arms. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Let it go. You're the one who should let it go. The woman launches a kunai straight towards his feet. You leave me no choice. Beware the seafood. There we go. Back at it again. I'm going to change to... I want more meter. I'll do. I need to leave, actually, because I need to change the SPD. Really annoying you have to leave to do this. They've done a lot of cool changes, but I'm surprised this is still something that they just haven't changed. They should let you decide it. When you unlock SPD, they should let you change it. On the map, I mean.
No matter the opponent, I'll never back down.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Gotta counterattack.
Luckily, Andy's got a good multi-combo hit move like this. Because those are the easier ones when they've got a move that just does multiple hits. Oh, nice. That was first time. Damn.
I think I've gotten stronger thanks to you.
And then back to the health boost. Oh well, can go 5. Nice. That's handy. Where we're at, there we are.
Are you
Ready to fight.
Then let's have some fun.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
Andy's Zanig hen sends a pair of martial artists hurtling through the air. Start talking. Who are you ladies? We just wanted to give that cute dog of yours a little pet. Yeah, we wouldn't dream of running off with it, really. Oh yeah? Something smells suspicious about you two. Anyway, you're strong, big guy. What do you say we go grab some drinks? Well, what? What's gotten into you? Hey, that's a great idea. That sounds like fun. Stop trying to grab my arm. I've got things to do right now. Boo, you're no fun. I think we'll take that dog for ourselves after all then. I kind of get the feeling Andy is like that clip from The Simpsons when like Smithers is like the two like strippers are like dancing in front of Smithers, and Smithers is like like not like trying to get away and not looking. I feel like that's Andy. What makes you think you can do that? Come on, boy, we're getting out of here. No, wait. The yells of the two martial artists echo across the harbour. After a desperate escape from the pursuers, Andy and the dog find themselves along Main Street. As fit as Andy is, his exhaustion starts to get the better of him, especially mentally. He finds a bench sitting in the shadows of a tree and decides to sit down to take a break. Sigh, just what have I gotten myself into? Someone's still full of energy. Wow, your doggy's so big. Hey mister, can I play with him? An unfamiliar young girl sweetly chimes in. She's standing next to the dog, looking at Andy with sparkling eyes. The dog doesn't appear to pose a danger to the girl. On the contrary, it's lying down on the ground, tail happily wagging away. Just as Andy ponders whether to let the girl play with a dog roughly her size, she takes the initiative and begins to pet it herself. You're so cute, I'm going to give you lots of rubs. The dog opens his mouth wide as it hums back at her. Suddenly anxious, Andy quickly scoops the girl into his arms. Hey, are you okay? What's the matter, mister? Your doggy just wanted to lick me. Oh. Andy apologetically puts the girl back down. As soon as he does, he senses a presence, gazing sharply from the shadows across from him. Actually, could you keep an eye on the dog for a minute? Okay, no problem. He then strolls over to yet another suited up man and addresses him. Who are you? I can tell you're up to no good. Where's the dog? If you don't hand it over right now, this knife's going straight in you. Again, I don't know what the deal is, but you're not getting the dog.
No matter the opponent,
Lord.
never back down.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. PG.
Is that your best? Don't waste my time.
Maybe that it. Well, that was it. I don't know why for some reason I thought I was fighting like two of them.
Greater strength awaits me.
Okay, yawning again. Speak, what's so special about that dog? They tell me you've been dragging around without knowing anything about it? That dog is Lady Lily's beloved pet. Lady Lily? Oh, it's Lily Kine's dog. Oh, shit. Oh, explains a lot now. The man explains that Billy Kine's sister... sorry, try again. The man explains that Billy Kane's... Billy Kahn, because it's like James Kahn. Always forget that. The man explains that Billy Kahn's younger sister Lily had left the dog in her brother's care, only for it to escape the first chance it had. Since then, Billy has been searching for it. So it all goes back to Geese's right-hand man, huh? Maybe it was fate that I got caught up in all this then. Still, Billy's sister and the dog are completely innocent. They've got nothing to do with our grudge. With all that cleared up, Andy makes his way back to the little girl and gives her an appreciative pat on the head. Thanks for looking after it. You're a good kid. Don't mention it. Hey, is it okay if I keep playing with your dog for just a little longer? Sure, knock yourself out. I want to go on a walk with you two. Let's go. The dog obliges. The The dog obliges her and begins to walk, matching her pace. Oh, good grief. The girl holds Andy's hand while the dog trots along on the other side of her. I want to go over there, she exclaims with a broad smile as she marches over to their new destination. Ah, this must be the event hall. Glancing around, Andy spots a vending machine a short distance away. You must be feeling tired. Wait here while I buy you a drink, okay? Okay, I'll be waiting with your doggy. That's a good girl. Andy jogs over to the vending machine where he buys a soft drink and a bottle of water, but just as he turns around to make his way back, he spots imminent danger. Alright, just taking a drink. Taking advantage of Andy's absence, a group of men in suits have suddenly appeared, threatening the girl as they attempt to whisk the dog away. Scared, the young girl cowers on the ground. The dog growls and leaps at the men as if it's trying its best to protect her. Get your hands off them. Tossing aside the drinks he just purchased, Andy rushes back towards the men in suits. Hey, I said let go of her. Andy yanks one of the men away from the girl by the shoulder and grabs his arm. You just had to get in our way, didn't you? Alright, bastards, you so much as scratch them and you're dead. You two, get him. On it. Andy pulls his fist back, charging up his strength. Ah, Geki, Hisho Suken.
Are you ready?
Hisho? Hisho.
Then let's have some fun.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Just warming up. Is that your best? Nice try.
PG.
Is that your best?
Right there.
How's this?
Wins. Round 3. Get ready. Fight.
Didn't mean to do that.
No way. PG. Right there. Wins.
I must be a master worthy of my pupil.
The men are sent flying and fall to the ground motionless. Upon closer inspection, Andy confirms they are still breathing. Never a dull moment. Hey, are you alright? They didn't hurt you, did they? He sits down by the girl and gives her a once-over. The dog answers in the girl's stead, surprising Andy with its bark. Yeah, I'm okay. The doggy protected me. Good, I'm glad. Sorry, I shouldn't have left you out of my sight. No, it's okay. You looked super cool when you saved me. Thank you, mister. The girl gives Andy a toothy smile and kisses him on the cheek. I promised my mommy I'd come back around now, so bye, mister. Bye, doggy. Caught off guard, Andy watches the little girl wave goodbye, his brain still a few moments behind. The dog yips mildly in his ear, and Andy snaps out of it, exhaling with a smile. The dog looks at him curiously. That confirms it. If I had kids, I'd definitely be the pushover parent. Well, time to get you home, bud. Once Andy reaches the station, a man stops him. Excuse me. What is it? Don't tell me you're after this dog too. Well, yeah, but not exactly. My name is Rock. Do you remember me? Rock? When Andy was still living in Southtown, his brother Terry had indeed introduced him to a kid. But it was less an introduction and more, this little dude's with me now. Be nice to him here. Andy stares at the young man, unsure whether he looks like the boy from his memories or not. Though he does convincingly look like a more matured Rock, there's something different about him. Having been repeatedly attacked by shady characters since his arrival in Southtown, Andy is quick to suspect. Is this person really Rock? Do I seem suspicious? Do I seem suspicious or something? I can barely talk. What's the point of all this? You're that man from earlier. Kine, that's the canine. It does look like the dog from the intel we received. That must be it then. Hey, I'm trying to explain things to Andy so he doesn't get the wrong idea, but you kind of ruined it. And you did a great job. He didn't even recognize you. Kane and I saw. Kine, sorry. I must say I'm disappointed, Rock. Truly, I thought you were sharper than this. No need for the sighing. This is not a big deal. Having warily watched the three banter with one another, Andy decides he's heard enough. As I thought, you're all in on this together. I won't let you have the dog. And you, all of you to pretend to be Rock and lie about knowing me. What? No, I'm not lying. Not giving him a chance to finish, Andy swipes at Rock, grazing his cheek with a slash of his hand. You'll face my Shiranui style.
No matter the opponent, I'll never back down.
Ooh.
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
You're all mine now.
Now I just realised something. I think... Oh, what the hell? How's that happened? Sorry, I'm just... No, never mind. That was me wrong. The way the screen looked on my OBS setup, it looked like half the screen was like to the left, so like there was just a bunch of black space, but it was just me. Sorry about that. That really confused me because I had to fix that earlier. I accidentally moved the OBS screen video preview, so it was only recording like a bit of the screen and not the whole thing. So I looked at it and I thought, hang on, I thought I already fixed that, but I did. It was just my eyes being dodgy. Well, I'm losing this round probably. Damn. Couldn't get in then. Couldn't get in at all.
Round two. Get ready. Fight.
I did it again. And he blocked it. That was a complete waste. I was gonna try and do it. The like big super. I fucked that up. I don't know how. Pretty sure I didn't mean to do the regular super input. That's annoying.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Oh, he's countering everything I'm doing. I can't get in at all. Yeah, just defends bloody every 2 seconds. Come on, give me leader, give me what? Oh, you... Oh. Oh, this, that was annoying.
Even greater strength awaits me.
Power go! Oh. Andy senses something as he watches Rock get blown back by his fierce attack. That stance and that aura. That's just like Terry's power geyser. Don't tell me, you really are Rock? Guess you could call this adding injury to insult. You kicked your ass, but chin up, Rocky. It ain't about how hard you hit, right? Shut it, it's been a long time since we've last met. Vox and Rock continue to bicker until Kine, having waited long enough, steps forward to speak. Vox, Rock, that's enough. I'll explain while you two settle down. I apologize for my subordinate's rudeness. My name is Kine. I'd like to speak with you about that dog, if you wouldn't mind. After quieting down Vox and Rock, Kine explains the situation in a calm and polite tone. It seems the man in the suit from earlier wasn't lying. The dog really does belong to Billy's sister. I'm sorry, Rock. I jumped the gun and started a needless fight. No, don't worry about it. It's clear I've still got a lot to learn, but I'm glad I got the chance to spar with you. In that case, I'm glad I got to test out your skills. Well, I'm thoroughly involved at this point, so I think I'll take the dog back to Billy myself. It's only right. That's awfully noble of you. Well then, if it's Billy you're looking for, he's somewhere on East Island. I wonder where. East Island, huh? Thanks, I'll look for him there. I wonder where on East Island he is. It couldn't possibly be Geese Tower, where every other boss fight in the end episodes of Southtown is. I love that one. Andy sets off with the dog happily trotting alongside him. Though he still isn't totally comfortable with having a canine companion, he finds it's not all that bad. You know, you're incredible when you protected that little girl from those men earlier. You're a good boy. The dog's unexpectedly enthusiastic bark makes Andy flinch. Woof woof. I got it, but don't bark so much, okay? The dog disregards Andy's gentle request and begins to bark even louder. Unsure why it's barking or what to do about it, Andy stands at a loss. What are you doing, Andy? Sorry, I started to look at my phone for a second there. Terry, what are you doing here? I come to check on some excited dog and look who I find with him. Didn't see that coming. I thought you didn't like dogs. It's actually Billy's sister's dog. It's kind of a long story, but I'm trying to take him back to Billy. Willing to help out Billy, huh? Well, aren't you a nice guy? Terry, don't start. What? It was a compliment, but I've got an idea. Think you walk the dog around the area for a bit? Let's meet up later at Pow Pow Cafe. And with that, Terry runs off in search of something. You haven't changed a bit. Just go along with things. Not long, and then we get to finish episodes of Southtown. I do like this mode, but it's a bit of a drag to go through, you know. Oh, I might have whiffed that. Oh, nice. That should get them. Oh, well, that's actually not that great. Yeah, that was about what I expected.
Yes.
course you... Oh. This is what I hate about the AI at this point in episodes of Southtown. Just everything is just defense. That was ridiculous.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. RPG.
Oh no, just managed to get it. Just constant just defense. I still think this is like one of the worst like modifiers or like whatever the term is for like conditions or whatever to win a fight. It's so like there's no fun here. Like I'm not learning anything. It's just spam moves until the game just decides to just let you win. Like I couldn't even get the fucking super off. Fuck.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
How did I not? Well, I got too lucky with the first two. I should have known this one would be the one that would be the absolute pain.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Oh, you're kidding me, man. Oh, what the fuck was that?
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Come on. He's seen this shit.
Perfect day. Player 2 wins. Final round. Get ready. Fight.
doesn't annoy me now.
Yes.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. Perfect day. Player 2 wins.
Yes.
Oh, I really didn't want to have to spend ages doing this, but obviously the game's got other ideas in mind.
Final round. Get ready. Fight. PG. Not good enough.
Oh, come on, man. Just give me the fucking kill already. Don't want to keep doing this.
Perfect day. Player 2 wins. Final round. Get ready. Fight.
I'm a joke.
SPG. Right there. Perfect day. Player 2 wins. Final round. Get ready. Fight. PG.
Finally. Fucking hell. That was bad. That was really bad. That sucked.
Think I've gotten
I
stronger.
didn't even get that much XP. What the hell? I thought I usually get more than that by this point. That was not worth it.
Are you ready? Then let's have some fun.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. You're good. Not on your life.
So that's how
PG.
So that's how
Wait. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
You somehow entertained me.
Mint amazing.
Amusing.
Wins. Round 3. Get ready. Fight. SPG. SPG.
this one. I forgot to put my skills back into health, which is fantastic. Oh, I've got a chance then, maybe. Then I don't fuck it up on this guy. No way. No, oh my fucking god, you're kidding me. How did I fuck that up? Oh, I tried to be fucking cute and use a super to finish him. Oh, it's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I thought I'd be cute and finish him with a super and he just completely fucked me. That's so embarrassing. There's absolutely no reason I should have lost that. I was being such an idiot. Oh my god, man. What the hell? I'll have to put health on because this is ridiculous.
No matter the opponent, I'll never back down.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
All they do at this point is just fucking just defend. Like, holy shit, do something else. Of course, he fucking blocked it again. If I fail again, I'm just going to just do a different one. I cannot be bothered throwing myself at this one. This is ridiculous.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Look at how little health I've got going into this one.
Huh. Amusing.
What a joke.
You somehow... You some...
It's scummy, but it works. I don't care. As long as I get it done.
Round 3. Get ready. Fight.
Is that all? It's sweet. Is that all? Weak.
Just warming up.
Nah, with that. Oh wow. Oh, I didn't realise the first hit of that is him like throwing something for the range. That's good. I thought that was like he had to get close to hit them. That's good.
Round 4. Get ready. Fight.
No problem, Axel. Thanks for coming on. I'm almost done myself. Once this is done, I'm going to bed as well. super tired. I haven't gone through all this, but thanks for coming on and chatting. It's been good. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
I must be a master worthy of my pupil. All right, I'm ready.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SP2.
Just warming up.
Round two. Get ready. Fight.
Just warming up.
What the hell? The fuck was that?
Round three. Get ready. Fight. SP2. SPG.
Not bad. Just warming up. You're good. Now we're not bad.
Almost done.
Even greater strength awaits me.
Following Terry's request, Andy takes the dog on a walk around the city. As they pass through Howard Arena, he spots a sign for Pow Pow Cafe, their meeting place. Sorry, I just had to take a bit of a drink for a second there. Pow Pow Cafe, huh? It's been a while. I wonder how Richard's doing. Huh, that's so? He's been well, huh? Before he knows it, Andy's speaking to the dog in a way that would shock his past self. Nearly an hour after parting, Andy unexpectedly bumps into Terry again. Hey, Andy. Andy stops in surprise when he sees his brother accompanied by a petite girl and a small animal. Huh? This is Hotaru, and the little one is called Idokatsu. Hotaru and Idokatsu, meet my brother Andy. Sorry to spring it on you. Nice to meet you. Squee. She's the best with animals, no doubt. Idokatsu and her are always together. Listen, I've got a mural gig I need to get to, so I'm going to head out, okay? Huh. No, sorry, it was a he, not her. He always just pops in and out. Sorry, would you mind helping me? I'd really appreciate it. Of course I'll help. Terry already told me all about it. Now, let's go find Billy. Hey, what a cute puppy you are. Hey dog, wouldn't hurt to be a little bashful, no? I'm sorry about my brother, he can be pushy. You really don't have to help if you don't want to. No, it's okay. I'm flattered that Terry would ask me. I know he means well, but the way he is, I'm worried he's going around causing more problems than he fixes. There's no need to worry, Andy. Your brother is always helping everyone. Everyone knows that when you're in South Town, Terry's the person you go to for help or advice. Hotaru says all this with a smile, but Andy is skeptical. His carefree brother is really that reliable? Really? However, Hotaru has no reason to lie, so he decides to just take her word for it. What is it? Hotaru curiously follows the dog's alert gaze. She spots the entrance to downtown in the distance and hears a garble of voices approaching. Battle cries sound from ahead. You, that dog belongs to Master Billy's sister. Give it back right now. There they are, over there. There are so many. I'll help you. No, take the dog and hide somewhere safe. I'll stop them here. Woof woof. Come on, boy. You too, Irokatsu. Animal noises. Seemingly worried for Andy, the dog cries before following Hotaru. Bring it on. I won't let you pass me. As the men approach, Andy steadies himself with a deep breath and gets into position.
No matter the opponent, I'll never back down.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. Nice move. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. I got it. Nice moves. Round 3. Get ready. Fight.
Gotta counter him.
Not good enough. RPG. Punish. Let's go. This is the end for you. Nice moves.
Oh, come on, man. Ridiculous.
Round 4. Get ready. Fight. RPG. Still good. RPG. Nice move.
I think I've gotten stronger thanks to you.
I wonder if Hokutomaru is going to actually show up in this or not. Because I think the last boss is probably going to be Billy. But I think Hokutomaru might be the second to last boss, maybe. Andy takes down the martial artist with a Shoyu Dan, then lands with a flourish. He scans the vicinity for more pursuers. Wow, Andy, you're so strong. Oh, no, not really. You know, when you fight, your face looks just like Terry's. It's so clear you're related. You both take on this serious expression in battle. It's great. No, you don't really need to compare us. Hotaru's words evoke a familiar feeling in Andy, a sinking feeling from a time when he was plagued with thoughts that he was merely a shadow of his brother. See, he thinks you're amazing too. Even Irokatsu approves. I chose to leave that past behind. I can't let self-doubt control me. Andy brushes off those creeping feelings with a shake of his head and faces the still smiling Hotaru. Thanks, I don't really know how to respond to such a direct compliment. Andy's voice is quiet, almost unheard. Well, time for us to find Billy. I heard you, Andy. But I think you'd prefer it if I kept that a secret. That's nice. Wataru is a really great character in this game. I really, grew to like her a lot in this game. Not that I didn't like her before, but this game really made me like her a lot. The four continue making their way through the city toward Billy. Along the way, their canine friend eventually begins to bark and pace around Andy. What is it? Are you getting hungry again? I think he wants to play with you, Andy. How about we stop for a bit? It'll be fun. Hotaru smiles brightly at Andy. See? Idokatsu thinks it's a great idea. Andy looks down at the dog, who looks up at Andy in turn. The dog closes its eyes and puts its ears back, as if asking for a pat on the head. Well, maybe just for a bit. Just as Andy decides to pet it, the dog opens its eyes and looks directly at him. Yeah, I can't speak half the time. Seeing Andy so startled, Hotaru can't help but laugh. Well, aren't you two having fun? Why not leave the dog with me while you go talk over ice cream or something? No, it's not Hokutomaru. That's a shame. Who are you? Howard Connection, of course. I've got strongly worded orders to bring that dog back as soon as possible, you see. Then you're in luck. I'm bringing the dog back to Billy myself. No one told me anything about that. Better I stick to the mission than believe somebody like you. The assassin immediately slices a hand through the air. Andy manages to dodge left, but the attack comes so quickly that a tuft of his hair is swiped clean off. It's different from any of the previous assailants. This one is truly out for blood. Andy shouts for Hotaru to run while the assassin continues to press him, throwing out precise, powerful punches. Okay, come on boy, come on Idokatsu. Hotaru moves away from the animals, reluctantly holding herself back from the fight. Heeding Andy's instructions, she keeps a safe distance. Andy.
I'm ready.
Almost done. I think we'll finish this. We'll finish episodes of Southtown, and then I think we'll listen to the conversations that unlocked from doing Andy, and then we'll probably call it there. I don't think there's anything else really left to do after that. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's Leoda's super from KOF 14/15. Don't know why that looked like way more intense that time. Oh, you bastard. Can't believe he blocked that.
Let's go. Right. Even greater strength awaits me.
Andy Bogard, I'll remember that name. The assassin stumbles and disappears into the shadows of the city. One of Billy's her, though was no typical street thug, she's in an entirely different class. That is true, Billy inherited Geese's organization, he's still his right-hand man. Andy, are you alright? You're bleeding. It's nothing, sorry to keep making you worry. As Andy tries to show Hotaru that his arm is fine, something unexpectedly bumps into his back. It's their canine companion who's pushed up against Andy out of clear concern for his injury. Even someone as composed as you can be spooked like that, huh? How about we forget that ever happened? At last they arrive at Billy's reported location, Geese Tower. What a surprise. Geese Tower is a place of significance to both Andy and his brother Terry. The scar of the injury Geese gave him begins to ache. I thought I'd never set foot in there again. Andy gazes up at the opposing building with an air of melancholy. Andy. Hotaru follows Andy silently, allowing him the privacy of his own thoughts. Idokatsu and the dog stay quiet as well, evidently picking up on the dulled mood. Once the group reaches the top of Geese Tower, they find themselves face to face with Billy, who has been waiting for them. Andy Bogard, it's been a long time. Can't say I'm glad to see you though. Billy Khan. Yeah, it has been a while. You've changed some yourself. What's so funny? Sorry. Nothing. It just struck me how alike you and your brother are. What's that supposed to mean? It's just, I had a run-in with him earlier. I'll spare you the details. Now, let's get down to it. Do me a favour and hand over my sister's dog. His demeanour flipping like a light switch, Billy whips his staff at Andy. Wait, Billy, that's why I'm here. Billy doesn't give him the chance to finish and continues pressuring him with a barrage of staff strikes. Come on then. I was trying to avoid a needless fight, but you're clearly not interested. Let's go, Billy. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Now we're talking.
Are you ready? Then let's have some fun.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight as Pete. Not good enough. It's up. Gotta counter him. You're good. Wait. Round 2. Get ready. Fight as Pete. It's off. Get off me.
That was one of the easiest fights in the whole thing.
Right. I think I've gotten stronger thanks to you.
Damn it. Alright, it's my loss. Lost your touch, Billy? No, damn it, it's the dog. I haven't gotten any sleep because I spent all night running around looking for it. I've had enough of you Bogard lot, honestly. Right, anyway, come on dog, come here. Oh, I said come, I'm your master's big brother, you have to listen to me. He doesn't care much for Billy, does he? He what? Stunned by Hotaru's blunt revelation, Billy drops the jerky dog treat he'd been holding. The dog deliberately turns his back to Billy and instead walks up to Hotaru, who crouches down curiously. She's met with a flurry of nuzzles and thankful kisses. Yeah, that tickles, thank you. Andy cautiously glances at Hotaru and the dog as they play together. He's close enough now that he could reach out and pet the dog's back. But... Hesitant, he glances away from Hotaru, Idokatsu and the dog. The next moment... Suddenly the dog jumps on Andy, knocking him down to the ground in his surprise. The dog climbs up Andy, tail wagging madly, and gives him a spirited lick on the cheek. Too stunned to even yell, Andy remains frozen. I'll try again. The dog simply looks at him and begins to lick his face more enthusiastically. Aww. The dog barks at Andy with an oddly distinctive tone. Thank you for bringing me here. Or so it seemed to say. Okay. Andy reaches out and hesitantly puts his hand on the dog's head and gives it a slow, tentative pet. The dog howls pleasantly and slowly closes its eyes, content. I suppose I haven't petted a dog since the time I was bitten. You're so sweet, Andy. You're just like Terry in that way too. Otaro watches Andy and the dog with a smile. Do you think I'm petting him right? Yes, look at him. He's so happy. Okay, good. The truth is, I haven't petted a dog in so long that I was afraid I wouldn't know how. I'm worried I might pet him wrong and he'll suddenly bite me. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. You said that with such a serious face. Oh yeah, right. Absolutely hilarious. Please. Clearly irked that the dog dislikes him, Billy waves a treat around as he's ignored in favour of Andy and Otaru. As Andy continues to pet the dog, he remembers his original purpose in coming to Southtown. I didn't manage to find Hokutomaru this time, but I'm sure I'll see him soon. I wonder how grown up he is now. Otaru can't be... I'll try again. Otaru can't be much older than him. If he's anything like her, I'm sure he's getting along just fine. He closes his eyes for a moment as he reminisces about Hokutomaru. The sudden barks make Andy briefly stop petting the dog. The canine fixes him with a stare that seems to say, you better not focus on anything but me right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Andy smiles wryly. Though he's now less afraid of dogs, he's still got a long way to go. Yeah, that was okay. It was a fun little thing for Andy to do. I did see somebody in here saying that they were disappointed by it. I kind of get what you mean, but at the same time, it's like... It's Andy. Like, what else did you really expect? You know? Like, yeah, they could have done something with Mai, but that was his arcade. They could have done something with Terry, but that was his arcade. They could have done something with Hokutomaru, but that was Hokutomaru's arcade. You know? I didn't mind him just doing his own thing. I think it kind of fits as well with the whole kind of theme of Andy in this game, which is like Andy's off doing his own thing. You know? Like, he's not just... I'm related to this character. This character, I have to talk to this character. This character has to do something with me. It's all, you know. It's all linked, you know. It's not. Sorry, I was distracted by some of that. Yeah, it's Andy doing his own thing, his own adventure. I know. I like it. I like that it was just something that was just Andy on his own, doing his own thing. You know, is it the best EOST mode? No, but I didn't really expect it to be, so I can't really complain. Okay, we'll do his last two conversations, and then we'll call it.
You know, Terry, it's been too long since you and I had the chance to talk like this.
Sure has, bro. Things started looking pretty busy for you when you took on a student.
I was thinking, sparring with Hokutomaru. It really took me back to when I was around his age. Made me wonder, how did Dad ever put up with me? With both of us?
Tell me about it. I felt exactly the same way hanging out with Brock.
Like, remember that one time? I couldn't beat Dad no matter how hard I tried. So you and I tried to get the jump on him together?
Yeah. Even our sneak attacks didn't faze him. He got us real good.
Say what you will, but Dad never handled us with kid gloves. He was always himself. He wasn't just tough. He was honest. All this time later, I feel like I'm still learning from him.
You got that right. Man, I just remember being so proud of him.
Me too. Growing up, all I wanted was to be just like him.
What do you say? Pour one out for our old man with me?
Definitely. Here's to one hell of a dad, Jeff Bogard.
That was really nice. I like that. That was a nice conversation. Stoic.
Remember that note you left when you went away, Master? Saying that you'd be watching over me?
Nice.
How long were you actually watching for?
I'd say from about the time you first came down from the mountains.
Really? All that time?
Of course. If you're gonna call yourself a ninja, you have to be able to keep a low profile. I figured I'd check your work, at least to start.
So, if you were watching that far back, you probably saw my fight with Terry, didn't you? Hang on. Don't tell me you were meeting up with him in secret or something.
Nah. I wasn't concerned with meeting up with Terry. All of my attention went toward looking after you.
Sheesh, Master. You really know how to stay focused.
Of course I do. In fact, my own training regimen is indispensable in that regard. Becoming a living shadow. Striking from the darkness. These are the pillars of the Shiranui school of ninjutsu. You see? That's why I was able to quietly keep tabs on you for so long. I was there observing every time you fought, ate, even slept. If you were there, chances are, so was I.
Master? That's actually a little creepy.
Oh, that was really nice. I like that one. Right, well, that was Andy in City of the Wolves. Yeah, I think they did a really good job with him. I think he really turned out good. Definitely, I mean, Neil, not the biggest Andy fan, never really been a proper Andy player. So when I say this, to keep that in mind, I think this is probably my favourite version of him. I'd maybe go as far as to say this is his best version of him. I'm fully aware some people will probably disagree with that. There's probably some KOF game where he's way better. For me though, I think this is the most I've ever enjoyed Andy. I really didn't care for him in KOF 15. Thought he was incredibly as boring as he's kind of always been. Not taking against the character himself, but just Andy didn't stand out to me at all in KOF 15. The only memorable thing about him in KOF 14 was that he looked ugly as shit. So you know, not had the best kind of couple appearances in the past, but you know, I think they finally nailed Andy. I really liked his characterization. I liked how a lot of his story was, you know, him kind of getting out of Terry's shadow, and you know, I think just show because with the stuff with Jeff, it's always been, you know, we've only ever seen like Jeff and Terry side of things. We haven't seen a lot of Jeff, you know, just in general, but the parts we have seen, it's kind of mostly been him and, you know, his relationship with Terry and how Terry saw him and how Terry looked up to him. And I feel like in the past they've kind of forgotten, like, hey, like Andy was there too. Like Jeff was training Andy as well. And, you know, I'm glad they actually took the time to go, hey, you know, these are the moments that Andy had with Jeff and vice versa, obviously. Like, these are the moments where Jeff would kind of take Andy aside and go, hey, you know, you're your own person. You know, you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. You just got to, you know, like, don't doubt yourself so much. You know, hold your head high, which is obviously what Terry tells him as well. Yeah, really great stuff. I think this is a really great characterization for Andy. I really liked it a lot. I think they did a pretty good job with him. I wasn't expecting anything massive. I think in terms of plot, the big kind of plot character this season, I think is obviously going to be Mr. Big, like I talked about earlier in the stream. Like his side of the story just kind of isn't in this game at all, unfortunately, because he's DLC and he's not in the game yet. So obviously, you know, when Mr. Big comes out, that's where my expectations for, you know, story stuff comes in. But until then, you know, I'm not expecting much, obviously, from Ken and Chun-Li. I think there's just more crossover fun stuff. Joe, I'm not expecting much either. It'll be mostly him and Preacher, I would imagine, maybe.
That's why it's so important to take quiet moments like this to center ourselves.
Thank you, Andy. Yeah, I think this was a good showing. I'm glad he's in the game. I think he looks good. I think he plays good. Yeah, that's all I can really say, to be honest. They did a really good job with him. And yeah, I will definitely play him again in the future. Which I think is probably the best compliment that I can give to Andy, is that, you know, he's a character I will play again. So yeah, I'm going to leave things here. Thank you all so much for watching. Obviously, I know episodes of Southtown can be a bit of a bore to watch and go through, because it's just, I mean, it's enjoyable and I enjoy the character moments, but it's a bit of a slog to go through. I imagine it's even worse to watch, especially with all the Golden People challenges. I still hate those, and I will continue to hate them as I play every character in this season. The next stream for City of the Wolves will be in 2 months' time for Ken, so probably about August time. So, yeah, I'll keep playing this game on and off. But obviously, the main character I'm still waiting for is Kim Jae-hoon. You know, keep all my fingers crossed that season 2 is still happening, and that he'll be the first character, as you know, as the data mine kind of seems to, suggest. I mean, obviously nothing's set in stone, but you know, Jae-hoon is still the character I'm waiting for the most, the one I'm excited on coming back the most. But you know, I'm going to enjoy Ken and Chun-Li and Joe and Mr. Big. If Andy has anything to go off, I think they're all going to be great additions. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know anything else that's coming up for me on the channel. Sagat is probably going to be next month for Street Fighter 6. So stream wise, that's probably the next thing. Actual content on the channel, I don't know, to be honest. I'm working on a big video that I've been working on and off on for the last couple of years, but I've really been kind of hunkered down. I was starting to kind of work on it again last year, but then I kind of started to change focus to doing all the What Happened Ins for the Fatal Fury games. So now that that's all out the way, I've gone back to focus on that video. That's going to be a really big video. I'm really excited for it. But it's going to take me a very long time to do because it's a lot. I think, obviously I don't know for sure, but I think when it's all said and done, I think maybe just in terms of length, it could honestly be the longest video I've ever done on this channel. In terms of just sheer content, 100% it's going to be the biggest video I've ever done on this channel. So really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to people seeing it. So I might be a bit quiet on the channel for now. If anything news-wise happens, like obviously Evo, I'll be around. I don't think I'll stream it because of time zones. Most of the big Evo stuff happens like early in the morning for me. But you know, big news drops and stuff like that, I'll probably do a video on, give my thoughts on different things. But yeah, I really can't say what the next video on this channel is going to be. It's just live streams. There'll be Sagat and then Ken in August. Sagat in July and then Ken in August. So the next 2 months there'll definitely be some form of stream going on, but big content or just videos in general, I don't know. So I'll leave things here. I'll stop waffling. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.